This is a bottle of potassium iodide, or Ki tablets. You may see these pills stockpiled around areas with nuclear power plants. They would be given if an emergency at the plant caused a release because one of its radioactive elements is iodine-131. Iodine, whether the stable or radioactive isotope, is readily taken up by the thyroid, but if it takes up the radioactive variety, it can cause thyroid cancer. These pills provide the body with a wash of stable iodine that saturates the thyroid's iodine receptors so that it will not bring in the radioactive iodine-131, which then flushes out of the body. Note that this pill protects only one organ from one radioactive element. It is not a super pill that protects the rest of the body from other radiation. These items are all slightly radioactive and were commonly used in commercial products for the general public before the full extent of the hazard was understood. In the plastic bag are old-style lantern mantles for a gas lantern that were made with thorium. The small blue container holds pieces of Fiestaware, a colorful dishware from the 1960s whose bright orange colors were made with uranium salts. The small green container holds old watch dials that were painted with radium so that they could be seen in the dark. A Geiger counter is used to detect radioactive materials. The tube detects radioactive decay, which is registered on a dial and counts, and can be heard as an audible clicking sound. The tube is placed near each item, and the detector indicates the level of radioactivity. First, Fiestaware with uranium. Note how the dial moves and the clicking sound is heard. Next, the watch dials and radium. Note the higher level of activity and increased clicking, indicating more radioactive decay is taking place. Lastly, the lantern mantles with thorium. Note the even higher level of activity and clicking, indicating even higher levels of radioactive decay. Here the use of a dosimeter is demonstrated. Looking into the device shows an instant readout of exposure and can be worn to track exposure over time. Here an old marble is seen under white or natural light. Using ultraviolet light indicates the presence of uranium oxide in the glass to cause it to fluoresce or glow. Both the marble and the watch dials exhibit the same glow in ultraviolet light, even though they are made of different materials.